You'll know if you follow our channel that we love looking at innovation and new technologies that are adapted to machine tools. Paul, I'm with Paul Darris here from Ward High Tech. Paul, you supply the Kiheung range in the UK. This is a popular model, the U1200LT. This is a linear rail machine. Before we talk about the application that we're doing, because it is fascinating, just give us a quick insight into this machine's makeup.
Right, this machine, as you say, is a Kiheung. It's got 1200 in the Y, 4 metres in X, and 1600mm in the Z.
And this is actually a linear machine, isn't it? A faster machine, more agile, would you say?
That's right, correct.
Okay, now the technology that we're talking about here is the machine is actually peening, isn't it? It's doing a peening operation.
Correct.
And this is the finished part that I want you to take a look at here. Maybe could you just give us a quick insight, Paul, as to, I know we've both just been learning about this today, but as to what they're actually doing here on the machine?
Well, they're finishing a die, and where we're used to doing with small ball noses, they're actually doubling the size of the ball nose and then finishing with peening, because by having a rougher surface, when they go in with the peening, they get a smoother finish.
So they can also do the roughing operation faster as well, so that saves time, doesn't it? And then the peening is operating at something like 12,000, call it pings or peens per minute.
That's correct. Yes, it is. Yes.
And also, as we can see actually on the screen, the force of the peening it's actually rising 5 millimeters and up and down, isn't it, to do that peening operation?
Correct. And different lengths of the rise will give different pressures. So depending on the material, they'll set that to whatever is suitable.
And I'm assuming as well by this then you've got a fantastic surface finish, which we've seen, but you've also got a hardened finish. Would that be right?
That's correct. And also you get sharper edges.
Okay, so it's a win-win all round. It's a bit like an analogy of a farmer. I think it goes back to the days where they used to sort of stamp the mud to make it firmer. It's a little bit like that in some ways, isn't it? But obviously a lot more advanced.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
Now, for a machine to be able to do this, you obviously need a fast machine, a stable machine. Is that everything that the Kiheungs are?
Well, that's exactly it. And with it being the linear guides, you've got the quicker movements. So you've got the nice sharp movements to go along with the peening.
And one other thing I notice on this as well, obviously the bed's moving and the column's fixed here, but your tool changer on this seems different to some of the other machines I've seen.
Well, you've got a tool changer at the back now. This one's a 50 tool capacity ATC, rather than a carousel of just 24 tools that we've seen on the two before. Okay,
so the more tools you have, you obviously then have to integrate them into the back of the machine as opposed to like a tool drum.
Well, just keep it out of the way so that you've got the working area still there.
That's advantageous in itself as well, I assume. On here too, finally, accuracy is a key point. These machines come with sort of digital scales?
All fitted with high-9 digital scales.
All as standard. Okay, Paul, available from Ward High Tech. Pretty quick deliveries on these types of machines as well.
That's correct.
Just one word on how creative you can be on the makeup of the commercials for people on these, because I know engineers like a deal. Is that possible with you guys?
We also like a deal. Yes, it's very possible. We like doing finance to suit the customer, not the other way around. The customer having to fit to what we want to do.
And I also think with these machines, you sometimes you won't just be buying them out of a box. You'll be needing turnkey support and applications. And I think something like this just goes to show the work that Ward High Tech and Kiheung are prepared to get involved in to provide you with a solution. Thank you very much, Paul.
No, thank you, Paul.